All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Olivia Radcliffe, and today I am here with the awesome Nate Hill from eBeam Services. Nate, do you want to give your intro? Tell us who you are, what you do
Yep,
there.
absolutely. My name is Nate Hill. I've been with eBeam since June of 2017. I started out on the production floor as material handler and have moved up to operator, floor lead, worked in the shipping department, and now I'm in tech services as a coordinator.
So, a little bit of everything you've seen about
Yep.
every side, except for the counting and billing, maybe.
Yeah, not I stay away from that.
So, Nate and I were talking, and we wanted to pull up a video. It's a facility tour of the Ohio facility. And if you've talked to Nate with Tech Services, you might have seen it before. But he wanted to kind of go through it and share why some of these bits of the video are really important, like why we wanted to highlight these individual scenes. So, without further ado, I will try to share my screen here. Okay, good to go. I will just play this, Nate, and then you tell me when you want to pause and make a point or anything. I will turn it over to you at this point.
Sounds great. So we can get started. As you see, our customers make great products. They really do. Most of our customers make products that really change the world and benefit tons of people's lives for the better.
Yeah.
So that is an important slogan for us. This here is our Ohio facility. If you could pause it really quick.
Sure.
The first tower there you see closest, that is our Ohio 1 accelerator. And the second tower behind that is Ohio 2. We did just finish our most recent expansion. You can kind of see the lighter colored roof back there. Very big storage area for truckloads of material.
Yeah. I know eBeam has a lot of growth that's going to happen here in 2024.
Yeah,
So
big plans.
exciting stuff. Okay.
So this is what we call the Center for Electron Beam Excellence. That's where everything's checked, double checked, and triple checked before it's shipped out, where dosimeters are read to ensure that accurate dose was delivered to the product, where paperwork's checked, and certs are created, and the product gets ships back out.
Nice.
We got a couple people talking here
Talking.
in our storage area. And here you can see we have truckloads of products, multiple size boxes, multiple size skids for sterilization, more storage area. Also, you can see here reels of cable. And this is where we process cable. We call it reel to reel. We'll unwind it. You can see the path kind of going in to the vault where the beam is. It'll go around numerous times, up to 32 times around, or 30 times around the fixture. And then it'll come out on the left side of the screen and get wound up onto a new reel, processed.
Nice.
Here, yep. Well, when we process sterilized material, we will actually unpalletize or sometimes even unbox the product and lay it out on those trays in a single layer fashion to ensure we can keep as tight of a dose range as possible. And you can see
Being
kind of
flagged.
all of our skids and reels are all labeled, processed, unprocessed. Everything's segregated, labeled, following all guidelines to ensure nothing ever gets mixed up. And here's kind of a better view of the expansion that we just created. And that's our shipping department unloading trucks. Most of our turnaround time is around 2 weeks with a 21-day notice, but we can go all the way up to same-day turnaround, and we do that multiple times a week. So there's a lot of options on turnaround and how fast you can get your product back.
Yeah. So that overview of what we just did through the video was, I think, a pretty good look at the process on a whole. You know, you've got the product coming in. As you mentioned, we receive it in pallets, and then it's either unpalletized, lay the boxes out. Sometimes the product's unboxed, but usually for sterilization, you guys try to keep it boxed as much as possible, as
Yep.
minimal handling as possible.
Yep.
Do you want to talk through kind of a little bit what that process looks like with e-beam versus maybe some of the other sterilization methods? Because I know there's definitely differences, right?
Yeah, so at eBeam, like I said, we will unpalletize the product and put on those, we call them carts or trays. They're 4 foot by 8 foot trays, and there's 20 of those trays in a what we call a train,
Mhm.
and they go around and around and around on the track, passing under the beam. Normal processing is we'll beam one side, flip the case, beam the next side. It immediately will get pulled off the cart system, rebuilt onto a pallet and stretch strapped, and then put in storage awaiting shipment. A lot of times I get customers that ask or think that we might just throw the whole skid in the vault and
Yeah,
process that way, or throw the product in a bin. That's
yeah,
not really how we would do it. I know that's how Gamma does it a lot. Uh, but yeah,
yeah. Processing and totes and like
yep,
I remember getting that question a lot of how much can you fit in a tote? It's like, well,
yep,
there is no minimum amount of product you can send, and there's really no maximum
yep,
because those trains just go in a loop, like you said, over and over. You can send multiple truckloads, and
yep,
you'll just keep loading the trains and
yep.
going from there. So,
Yeah, and then
um,
the E-beam, we deliver the dose in a matter of seconds rather than Gamma might take
right,
hours. So
right.
that's how we can get same day turnaround and everything else done so quickly.
Which I know we've talked about in other Q&As, but that's really helpful for really like temperature sensitive products, obviously quick turn products that you need to get out to
Yeah.
your customers right away, but
Yep.
things that need to stay cold, refrigerated, frozen.
Yep.
Definitely helpful for that.
Yep.
Um, Anything else about the process you want to go through?
Um, one thing that the video didn't cover is our sheet or film foam processing.
Yeah,
Um, if you think back to that video where the cable was going in, there's other rollers that weren't quite in use.
hmm
And it's kind of the same process. You'll send a reel of sheet, I would call it a reel of sheet, and we would unroll it, send it into the vault, and it would wind down up to 8 passes, and then come back out. Yeah, you can see these silver rollers, big long cylinders,
these ones
right in the
here.
center. That's where the sheet would travel,
Okay,
um, and then wind it back up onto a new core. And get rebanded, repalletized, whatever needs done, stretch wrapped, and get it shipped back out.
perfect. Perfect. So that's box product sterilization. You've got uh, cable, tubing, sheet processing. Um, Anything else you want to touch on as far as unique products? I mean, you're kind of running the gamut there from what you can process. So,
Yep, yep. One thing we're getting into now is conduit, which
mm,
is to me kind of a mixture of cable processing, but also tubing. Still learning that, but it's an industry we're excited to get into, um, and are learning a lot as we go through that.
perfect. We'll have to jump on for another Q&A just
Yeah.
about that because I think,
Yep.
yeah, that's an interesting topic. So. All right, that was a very quick overview of the e-beam
Yeah.
process, some differences. Any last bit of advice, words of wisdom, things you want to leave people with?
Nope. But if you ever have any questions on how the process works or really anything, just reach out to one of your tech services rep and we'll be happy to help you.
Absolutely. You can find all the contact info at ebeamservices.com, or you can just shoot them an email, ebeam@ebeamservices.com, and they'll get you in touch. So, all right, with that, thank you so much, Nate. I
Thank you.
appreciated the overview, and thank you all for watching. We'll be back again with another Q&A.
Thank you.